Why strong women lose in the game of love, how to be powerfully feminine when you are trying to get some cherishing. Hello and welcome to Chengi's World. I am Chengi and you, my precious one, are my world. At this point that you're watching this video, we are in the middle of a transition as we go from being an advice channel to being a training channel, as we go from coaching as a main emphasis to really becoming trainers of love, educating you ladies on how to truly be powerful in your feminine energy and how to truly be high value while you're at it. And so today I want to talk to you ladies about being powerfully feminine and why strong women lose in the game of love. Okay, one of the things that we were taught as women as we got older was a woman has to be able to really suffer well. She has to be able to tolerate a man and she has to be able to do it for herself, be Miss Independent. Oh yes, I was there singing along when Destiny's Child brought out the song Miss all the women independent. I was there with listening to Neo's song, Miss Independent. I was rocking that. You love it. I loved it when the Spice Girls came out with Girl Power. Yes, it felt empowering. It was great. And so a lot of us women were influenced by culture, and we decided that we were going to take on the world. We were going to be superheroes. We were going to be superwomen. And we thought, well, men like it too. We love seeing women that are powerful. We love it when we see a boss girl stepping out of her Bentley with her super high heels and commanding the room. That became the new image of womanhood, and we all set off to become this strong woman. We got ourselves educated, we got ourselves some money, we became strong, and then we found ourselves wondering why nobody helps us. Why doesn't anybody ever come to the rescue? We help everyone. We are the person everybody calls to help them at home or help with the family. They call us first. We are always front and center. But where is the help? How come we don't get care and attention? Surely the people we're running around helping must know that we have needs too, and we're showing them how to love us, right? If we show up for them, then when it's our turn, they will naturally show up for us, and we won't even have to ask because we've shown up for them so many times. And before we know it, we are that girl that comes to the rescue. We meet a man and we rescue him, and we make sure that we are strong and we don't complain and we don't ask for our needs to be met. No, we remain silent and compliant, and we go along with everything because we want him to know that we can do for ourselves. We pay for dates, we even lend him money. And then we ask ourselves, how come I'm the girl who doesn't get flowers sent to me? How come I'm the girl who doesn't get romance? How come dates are always at my house? How come I never really feel cherished in this relationship? And that is because women who prioritize being strong, competent, and capable instead of truly being loving, sweet, warm, and vulnerable in their feminine energy tend to attract feminine men who are in a toxic femininity. Men who won't necessarily give because masculine energy is giving, but men who want to take. Of course they're gravitating to you. Your energy reads as superwoman. You always come across like you will not run out of resources. You give tirelessly because you feel that it is your role to. So why wouldn't a man come into your life and take, right? That is what they do. If you show up as the strong woman, men are going to come and take. If you show up as formidable and dominant, well, you are setting yourself up for take. Of course the other girls will clap for you. Yeah, we'll be like, yeah girl, look at you go. And you deserve it. You worked hard. You deserve to be successful and have all the things that you want. But until you are willing to truly be vulnerable, until you're willing to really connect with yourself and your emotions and what you really truly want, and say it and show up as a soft feminine person. You see, when we are strong and we show up in a relationship as a strong person, In a masculine man, we trigger competitive energy. You become his competition. He's got to do better than you. Why? Because masculine men are naturally competitive, conquering and controlling by nature. And so if you trigger that part of them by being strong and competent and capable, just like you, women who go on dates and spend half the time sharing their accomplishments with a man, he's only going to start to feel like he has to compete with you in order to prove himself. He's only going to feel like, oh my gosh, I need to be better than her. But what if you actually showed up as your loving, sweet, kind self, which you are? Why wouldn't you show up as that woman and really say when your feelings are hurt, and really be able to say that hurt my feelings, and I didn't like that, and that made me feel uncomfortable, and that makes me feel like you're not a caring person. What if we shared how we truly felt in the moment? What if we didn't swallow it and had to come across strong? I'll tell you what would happen when a woman is truly vulnerable and connected with herself and the way that she feels. When she's truly in her feminine energy, she triggers the protective instinct of man. Because men are not just competitive, controlling, and conquering. They are also very giving, very, very cherishing, and they really are very protective. Protective of a woman's feelings, but she has to have them first. She has to actually have a set of feelings that he is aware of, feelings that actually get hurt. She needs to carry herself with a softness that he is perpetually, consistently aware might get hurt. In this way, you trigger the protective instinct in him. You trigger the cherishing instinct in him. It's triggered in us even when we see little babies. They're just so soft and cuddly and helpless. And in all of us, when we see something soft and vulnerable, it is our instinct to protect. It's so much more enhanced in a man. When a woman truly shows up as a vulnerable self, yeah, you are competent, yes, you are capable, of course, and I don't really believe that there is a man in the world who would rather have less. I think that a lot of men settle for less because if they have to weigh up a woman that they can actually provide for, protect, and cherish, and who will really, really appreciate it, and a woman that doesn't need them because she's a better man, he's really going to go for that. But it isn't his deepest desire to be with a woman who cannot challenge him mentally and actually contribute something to his vision and to his purpose, and somebody who actually brings so much more to the table than just their appetite? Of course not. Of course he wants an accomplished woman, but he wants a woman. He wants a feminine woman, a woman his presence makes a difference for, a woman he can actually hold and he knows she needed it, a woman he can actually show up for and really be her hero. When we come across as strong, we deny the masculine man a chance to truly show us the beauty of what masculinity truly is. And we deny ourselves the right to be loved and cherished and spoiled. And we invite predators, and we invite narcissists, and we invite users into our lives. And whilst we can boast of being strong and independent, not needing a woman, we simply cannot boast of much else. We simply have no love stories to tell. We just have a series of traumas, a series of stories of why we were not lovable. You see, ladies, strength is a powerful thing. It's a good thing. But if I had to choose between strength and power, I'm going to go for power. Why? Because power moves the strong. We are strong, but we need to be strong enough to be vulnerable, strong enough to be courageous with the way that we feel. I'm not talking about wearing your heart on your sleeve and telling the man everything you've gone through and what your ex put you through and all of that stuff. I'm actually talking about the strength to own how you feel in this moment, the strength to own that you feel humiliated and embarrassed by what he's just done or said, and the strength to actually put that in words and femininely and gently explain to him that when you say that I feel humiliated, when you behave like that around our friends, I feel embarrassed. Isn't it so much better than coming at him and fighting? It takes a narcissist, a psychopath, sociopath to not be moved by vulnerability, to not want to cherish, to not want to change. I'm inviting you, ladies, to step into your femininity, a place that constantly triggers a man to want to give, protect, and cherish. I'm inviting you to come into a place and a space where men just want to serve you, make sure you're okay. Everywhere you go, men just feel like they have to come to the fore. and to really begin to disengage the mindset that it is weakness or positioning yourself to be a doormat. In my experience and in my work, it is always the masculine, strong women that actually end up as doormats. It's usually them that don't know how to pick a good guy. It is usually them that end up really as doormats, but they just don't show anybody. And because they have stuff, people think they're doing okay. But often, it is that strong woman that is a doormat. No, it is the vulnerable woman that is cherished, the queen, truly elevated in the eyes of men. She might not necessarily have a heck of a lot. She might not be a social climber, power mover, but she can move the heart of her man. That is her mountain, and she moves it every day. She gets him to serve her and to love her. And by just being who she is, she brings so much worth and joy and validation into his life. I tell you what, ladies, you can have it all. You can create an amazing business. You can become an amazing woman. But really, you can also have love. You can also be held. You can also be made to feel special. So I'm inviting you to come to the Black Swan Relationship Academy launch on the 19th of June, where we'll begin to unpack the feminine revolution. If you want to get your free ticket, go to the link in the description box below. And I will see you there with my friend, R.C. Blakes, who will be sharing in and piping in that conversation. I look forward to seeing you in my next video. And in the meantime, take care of you. Love you lots.